Good Monday morning, everybody. So I'm just waiting for our YouTube video for today to go up so that it's ready for later on tonight, because I won't be home for much of the day and then it's off to school. Hey everybody, so I have just dropped Louise off at school and I've come to my mum's and I'm super excited because this is Miss Bunny's tail. She's making me scratch her butt. But yeah, I'm really excited because I've got her all to myself today because my brother is out at work by the looks of things. So I got her all to myself. I'm so excited. Come here, Bun Bun. Come here. Show the people how cute you are. You're so cute. I love you. I love her so much. I really do. We got her, well, my mum got her when she was 10 months old. She's going to be 3 next month. I'm so excited. I love her so much. I do. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it gone?
I love this doggy.
On the board.
Ah! It was this giant bag. Hang on. Take my bag from me. Oh god, I can fit. Hello? Hello?
Grab your bag, I'll pull you out.
I think I can get out.
Careful, don't fall.
Get on the board, come on. Quick, quick. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
No! Dawn, come here. Hey everybody, so it is Tuesday afternoon. We've just got home from parents' evening and everything was fantastic, so that's brilliant. I look a bit of a mess because I was walking the dog and everything, so you know. But we are about to start making Dawn Louise's art project. She's got to make an Egyptian mask, and unfortunately the only mask that I could find to build this on was a Jason one, so oh dear. Okay, so we have some paints. Unfortunately, our shop was very low on art supplies today, which is not normal. So we've got blue, white and yellow. The yellow is meant to be gold, so I got some gold glitter to sort of gold it up. We've got some pens, we've got some paint pots, we've got some brushes, some masking tape, and this is the mask that we're going to turn into an Egyptian mask. I'll insert the photo in this video showing you what it's supposed to look like. And Dawn Louise is just putting on an old t-shirt so that she can do art without getting messy.
Lips now. Do I look blue?
Good. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. I didn't have gold paint and we've had to use yellow. We're about to cover it in glitter. Mask is looking now. We've stuck some glitter into the yellow paint and we've just covered that over to make it more of a gold than a yellow. We've got so far. You'll have to excuse my floor. We're sat in front of the radiator because we're trying to get it dry. What we have now, I've attached this piece to this piece for her and I just need to. This is the aftermath from the art project, but it has turned out really well. I can't wait to see it all dried and ready to go. There are a couple of taping problems that we need to fix once the glue's dried, but it does look amazing. She's done an amazing job with it, so hopefully it will work. But something super exciting has happened. Dawn Louise has been chosen to model dancewear for a catalogue. It's so exciting. I can't actually fully explode my excitement because she's asleep now and I need to keep it down, but I'm so proud of her and so excited and I can't wait for it all to take place. I'll try and film some. It's on the 23rd of October, so you will see it the first week of November probably if we do manage to film any of it, but oh, I'm just so excited. It's not completely dry yet, but this is the finished product. It's still under the radiator drying, so there are clumps of glitter which will disperse once it's dry, but it's really good. She did her own laps and everything.
Now it's my art project and I'm going to take it to school to make it.
The flash is back! Ah! So, sorry to bring the tone of this vlog down a bit, but I was doing okay so far today, watching the flash and everything and keeping myself busy. But today is the anniversary of the day my grandfather died. It was 6 years ago today. He passed away from prostate cancer. It had been manageable for some years and then he got very sick very quickly and he passed away in his living room in a hospital bed that'd been put in there. Unfortunately, he was only with his son, my uncle, and the rest of us were all at our homes because it happened overnight. And he was a really huge part of my life. He had a really big hand in raising me. I'd go there after school, I think, every single day, or at least quite a few. I remember being there a lot. He came to, you know, my school plays and everything, and he used to make the best chips and pancakes, and he didn't care that it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. He'd make me pancakes after school on this like brown plate, and just cover the thing in like tons of sugar. So not the healthiest, but hey, that's not what the grandparents for, is it? So Dawn only got to know him for a year. She was born in 2010, he passed away in 2011. So like I think it was like a year and a half, bit more than a year and a half that she got to know him. And they were super close. And she still talks to his photos. She's got a photo of them together in her room and she still speaks to it because she obviously doesn't really understand what it means when somebody passes away, and it's not something you want to explain fully, because if you're not religious like we are, you know, you can't say, oh, they're in heaven now, they're looking over you, because that's a religious thing. So when she was younger, we let off a lantern, which we don't do anymore because they're actually really dangerous, but back then we just didn't really look into it that much, unfortunately. But we released one and we said, oh look, it's going up into the stars. So she kind of thought that that's where Grandad was. So she kind of says that he's really far away, he's in the stars now, and she says that she can still talk to photos of him and he can listen but he can't talk back, which is really sweet. But, you know, for me, who doesn't really believe in, you know, the afterlife and everything, it makes me sad because I don't think that he can hear it. You know, I just go scientific and, you know, he's gone. And it's really not a very nice way to look at it, but yeah, no. It's just how I see it, I guess. And I just miss him a lot. He was like my best friend. I loved spending time with him. And he always made me laugh. He used to tell some really, really bad jokes, but they always made me laugh. And I want to talk about him because my family can't really handle it. We're a very small family and we were all really close to him. So we don't speak about him as much as I would like us to, because it is still very, very hard for us all. We all miss him a hell of a lot. And I think it hurts more because towards the end he kind of lost who he was. He was on, you know, morphine and things, and they do things to your mind. If anyone wants me to go into the full story, I'll do it at a later date, not today, because it's already hard enough as it is, just knowing that it's been 6 years. Because, like, before I had a child, 6 years would sound like such a long time, but then when you have a kid, they grow up so quickly and time just flies by. And then when it comes to things like this where you're not, like, you know, you're not looking forward to the day coming up, like with birthdays, you're like, oh, she's going to be 8 in 5 months or whatever. I don't do that with things like this. So when the day comes around and you're like, it's been 6 years, it's like, how has it been so long? You know, the feelings are all still really raw. And honestly, I still feel like I could have lost him yesterday. And it still hurts a hell of a lot. And he's in a crematorium. He was cremated. So I can't, obviously, because I need to be near Dawn School, if it lands on a weekday, I can't go up and see him because it's too far away. It's like, I think it's like a 32-minute drive, and I don't drive, so it's a long time. It takes a long time to get up there, and as much as I'd like to, it's just not possible to do during the week. And I don't really want to upset Dawn by having her on a really long journey up there, and then, because, I don't know, I just don't think that she'd be able to handle it as well if she kind of figured out that that's where he was, considering that she thinks that he's in the stars. So, yeah. I kind of wish that I could have had his ashes made into like a ring, but unfortunately it all happened so quick that we didn't really get to discuss it, and none of us were really very communicative towards each other at the time because we were all having such a hard time dealing with it. Because even though, yes, he had cancer for years, his him actually getting sick and passing away happened within like a couple of weeks. Like a week before, I think it was 1 week or 2 weeks before he actually passed away, we were all out in the garden together, me, Dawn, Louise and him, in his garden in the sun, and we were playing on walkie-talkies, and we were all laughing, and he was happy, and he was moving around like normal. And then a week or so after that, he was in hospital, and he was really poorly, and he never got back to being how he was before he went into hospital. He just got worse until he did pass away. And it makes me really upset that I wasn't there for him when he passed away. I wish I could have been in the room and, you know, been the last person he saw or whatever. But in all fairness, half the time he didn't even realise that we were there. So he used to make model boats out of I forgot what it's called now. fiberglass. He used to make them out of fiberglass, and he used to do shows on a lake down here. So I was going to go there, but unfortunately the weather's really bad, and I need to make sure I don't get sick because I can't risk passing it on to Dawn Louise. So unfortunately I can't go there, which is where I normally would go, because that's sort of where I feel connected to him. I don't really get the crematorium because there's no, there's no nameplate or anything like that. There's nothing to say, oh, this is where he is, like in a cemetery, for example. So I prefer to go to somewhere that I feel that connection to him and to the past memories that we did share. Unfortunately, I can't do it today, but hopefully if the weekend's a little clearer, I can go and take Dawn Louise too, which would be nice, because I don't know, I'd like to take her with me, and try and make it sort of a nicer trip than just sitting there on my own, because there's things for her to do down there that I can't do on my own. So yeah, but I don't think that we'll be vlogging much today because I'm just not really feeling too chirpy, and I have to sort of zone this out when Dawn's around, because otherwise it brings her down too. So I have to sort of put on a smiley face for her and be brave, as she'd say it. But she does have street dance rehearsal tonight, because her show is about 2 weeks away now. 2 weeks, 2 days away, I think, which is exciting. The planning of it has not gone well though on their part, so yeah, I'm just hoping that it all goes well for her. We got to get the costume sorted as well. But and I've just seen my food shopping's pulling up outside, so I'm gonna go. But yeah, I really do miss him, and I love him very much. I'll put some pictures up of us together actually, because I feel like I don't want to forget about him, and I feel like sharing his pictures will help me sort of deal with the fact that the world it kind of feels like the world's forgotten him, and I'm sort of the only one still, we weren't a big family, we didn't have, loads of family friends or anything, so I kind of feel like it's my duty and my job to make sure that, his life, his legacy is still living now, because that's all that's left, so yeah, anyway, I've got to go, but sorry. So I've just finished putting away the food shopping, and I just want to show you some things that we got for Halloween. We got some circular cookie cutters. Really got into baking lately, so I'm hoping to turn these into pumpkins somehow. But we also did get proper Halloween ones too. There isn't any pumpkins in there. We really wanted pumpkins, and a cauldron. Along with that, I decided to treat myself to this. I don't know why, but I really like it. I think it's really cute. It's kind of ugly, but it's kind of ugly cute. But I got it in the sale for 50p, and I'm surprisingly proud of it. So yeah, I'm going to drink my tea, and then I'm off to find the doggies. Hey doggy. Hello. Hello. What the hell is that face? Drop. 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 Drop it. Drop it. Happy Friday, everybody! Thank you.
I got nuts for sale.
There's one behind you. There's one behind you. There's one behind you. Like it? It's a special Halloween one. Do you like it?
Next one, but halfway. It's halfway. Not too hard. Bit more. Bit more hard. That much. Yep.
Alright, I'll try.
Go on to this tray.
Do you want to take it from here?
You are hold up.
I'm too excited.
Do you know how to do this now?
Pardon?
Do you know how to do it now?
Okay.
You can teach your mummy.
Okay.
Huh? Thank you for watching this week's video. Please like, comment and subscribe. Catch you next